Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me again. It's TeaRon, that's TeaRon, period. And I am coming to you all with some new style of content. I myself, I am always like watching shows only to talk, I was gonna cuss, only to talk crap about the shows or watching stuff and critiquing it in a way that turns into a whole conversation. And when I'm having those conversations, I'm not having them alone. I'm actually always talking to one of my dear friends who is actually going to be joining me in this new venture that we are going to be calling Ubiquitous Blacks Reviews. Now, it will be in the same vein of what we're already doing, and that is shedding light and showcasing Black and African. If you're Black, that's all we want to talk about here. So all the shows that we're going to talk about, movies, TV shows, skits, commercial, whatever, you name it, it's all going to be, the rule is if it's Black, then we may talk about it. That's the only rule. That's literally the only qualification, or majority Black, because there are some shows out there where they like they have like 2 or 3 people in there and it's like, okay, but it's a Black show. I can't think of a show right now that fits that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I think there's a lot of content out there that gets overlooked that is produced by Black directors or Black writers, and has Black cast and things like that. And a lot of them get overlooked because, let's face it, they're considered low budget. They're considered niche or hood classics, if you will. And I ain't got no problem with that. I just love seeing my people do stuff, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I love being Black, right? So you all know me. And if you really know me, if you really are one of the deep divers and you've been with me for a while, you may actually know of this person because she was featured on one of the episodes of my podcast. And I think that was in like 2021, maybe something like, ooh, it's been a while. It's been a while. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Tiera. Tiera, tell the people a little bit about yourself and what are you looking forward to as we venture into this this reviews that we go ahead and do. And before you get started, truly, we decided we're always on the phone talking about what we're watching. We may as well share this with y'all because it's hilarious. I don't know why. It's just hilarious. Tiera, introduce yourself and let the people know about you.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet y'all or meet y'all again. I am Tiera Janee, and as TeaRon said, I'm one of his good friends. We have known each other for a very long time now. I almost said how long? Very long time now. Child, we don't want to count the years, but it's been some time. And like you said, I mean, we talk about shows, we talk about movies, we talk about pretty much anything and everything, specifically like entertainment related stuff. We have differing opinions, and sometimes we have the same opinions. So I think that's what makes you and I very interesting and very funny. We laugh, we cackle, we kiki all day, all night about shenanigans and fun stuff and silly stuff, sometimes serious stuff. But yeah, I'm just excited to be here, excited to share laughs with everybody. And I'm looking forward to like seeing some new content, like some things I may have not watched on my own, and then also sharing things with you that I would watch that you may not be into. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's to come. Happy to be here. Thank you.
There's a lot of stuff you watch that I am like, why? Why?
There's a lot of stuff that I also say, why am I watching this?
But what I really want to talk to everyone about is the rating system you and I have corroborate. Well, it's not. I want to say, what's a good word? What's
debated
a good word?
about?
I don't think we debated that much.
Or are we saving the debate for this? Because
we're gonna get into it.
Okay.
So you go. Anybody who is a fan of like watching film reviews or maybe listen to their favorite podcast about different shows and stuff that they are fans of. A lot of times, in order to grade how the person who is critiquing the show, in order to grade it, there's a rating system. And that rating system can be like, oh, this is a blockbuster, or this is straight to DVD, which in 2023, if something is straight to DVD, if you can forget about it. It should never been made, probably. But I had the idea to come up with a rather unique rating system, one that spoke to the Black community. And since we are reviewing Black shows and Black movies, I needed something to reflect just that. I didn't want to just say, oh, this is a 1 or this is a 5, because on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm like a 7. And so the math doesn't always check out, right? So I came up with a rather unique thing. And what I want to do here, actually, Tiera, I'll let you do it. So I sent you something, and I want you, in no specific order, I want you to just name what you see that I sent you. Name the people in the photo that I sent you, just in any random order, please.
Okay. Well, let's see. We have Will Smith, Halle Berry,
right?
Kevin Hart, Queen Latifah.
Yes.
Samuel Jackson. The mother of Black Hollywood, Miss Jennifer Lewis.
Yes. Absolutely.
Eddie Murphy. Denzel.
Obviously.
Denzel.
Not Denzel.
Not Denzel. Denzel.
Like tinsel?
Listen, he said y'all been saying his name wrong this whole time. It's Denzel.
Did he say that? Really?
Like recently.
What? He said that.
He said
I have been saying Denzel wrong all my life.
Not just you. Everybody. Yeah. It's Denzel. Fun fact. Viola Davis.
All right.
Our queen, Angela Bassett. And last but certainly not least, Stacey Dash.
And what do all
Get it together.
And you may be asking yourself, what do all of these names have in common, other than the fact that they're Black and they are actors in some regard, right? Well, the reason that we have those lists of names is because I'm trying to come up with a rating system that is 1 to 5, but we got to pick the worst of the worst and the best of the best. Now, anybody who might be offended by this, go ahead and go somewhere else, because I ain't got time to be. This is all in good fun. Every one of these people that you read off have impacted the Black culture in one way or another. Whether that's good or bad is up to you, right? And I just think that if we instead of putting 1 through 5, we choose 5 people to represent the 1 through 5. I just think it's the way to go. I just think it's something unique, something fun. And if you don't like it, oh well. What do you think about it though? Like what was your approach? Because
I also agree.
Don't play innocent.
No, I agree with the approach. I like the range. We have a range.
We do have a variety.
Yeah, we have a variety. We've got some higher end and lower end, but I do agree they've all impacted Black movies, Black cinema in some way, shape, or form. So I can agree with you there.
Okay, and just to kind of fill it out, because I'm gonna have you help me make the list. Okay. But just to fill it out, I want to say what each of the numbers means. And it's the only time I'm gonna say it. From here on out, you're just gonna get the rating as it is. But today I'm gonna tell you what each number represents. So 1 being the lowest, 5 being the greatest. So we know that, right? So I think that 5 means that you are a stellar performer. Right? That when we watch you, we get lost in the character. We get lost in the character. We get lost in the actual story, because you really go for it. I
Mhm.
think 5 is someone who knocks it out of the park and who is basically legendary status in the Black community, right? Would you agree with that one?
I would agree. So are
Okay.
you saying as it relates to a movie or a show that that movie and or show would be like top tier? So it would be legendary, as you're saying. It would be a story that you really resonate with, a story that you really enjoy that we can't forget. Is that
Yeah,
what we're
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Yes
Okay.
and no, because sometimes you can be a 5 and still end up in a flop like um, movie
I
or
I
show.
literally thought of one, but I won't say.
Wh-
I saw a person on this list, and I thought of a movie that they were in that was but I was like, I'm carry on.
Who?
Carry on.
Who? You don't have
Angela
to name.
Bassett.
Oh well, what's well, not too much on Angela.
No, it's not Angela. She was just in a bad role,
Yeah,
written by
yeah.
a person who wrote a bad
But she's
movie.
still a stellar performer, right?
Well, 100%.
A 4 is much of the same. A 4 would be someone who is great, but maybe not as much of a legend, which is a word I think is thrown around a lot.
Mhm.
Maybe it's someone who's on their way there or they're on the cusp of, you know, being like solidified. But just think of as a 4 being, I would say this.
Mhm.
If someone is considered a 4, it is because we already chose a 5. But they really could be a 5.
So does the 4 okay, so our 4 and 5s, would you say that these are Oscar winners, award winners?
They're award winners. They're probably not necessarily an Oscar, but definitely award winners and
Okay.
recognized for their skill set. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Um
Fair. Mhm.
a 3 is neutral. A 3 is someone who we love, um, who, they may give what they give, but that's all they give. But we enjoy what they give. It's like we ain't asking too much of you. We actually like you. Um, a 3 is someone who probably isn't the reason that we are going to the theater, but we are glad when they pop up on
Hmm.
the screen. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
It does. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's like, I enjoy you, but I didn't get up to come and see. I don't want to say it like that because it's not totally true, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, I
You get what I
do.
mean.
I do. I do. Mhm.
And then I think a 2. Well, what do you think a 2 is? Let me ask you, what do you think a 2 would be?
Um,
Based on what we know what 5 through 3 is.
Based on what we know, I think a 2 is someone who is recognizable.
Okay.
Um, Someone who may play a role that you hate, but you know the role.
Mhm.
They may be the type of actor that plays a similar role in a lot of in a
Same
lot
old
of
same.
yeah, yeah. So like when we see them, we're like, oh, okay, I know what you're gonna give. It's not
Okay.
necessarily terrible, but I know what you're gonna give. You're not gonna shock me, knock my socks off. You're not an award winner, but you play your role. That's a 2.
Okay. And then a 1. What
No, I'm not doing 1. You do
what do you
1.
think a 1 would be?
I think you know, a 1 would be someone who is collectively, um, I don't wanna say disliked.
Let's say this. Let a 1 would be someone that we all can agree. And when I say we all, I mean we all can
We all.
agree that while we know you. We know you.
We, like you said, we.
We know you. Uh and you may have had your moment,
Mhm.
but you're not giving us what we need anymore. You're not
Mm.
you're not contributing um heavily to the culture anymore, or maybe your performances and things that you've done since the last great thing you've done aren't that great anymore,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's not that we don't love you, and we appreciate what you did, but
Mhm.
we don't fuck with you. That's the only way I can put it.
Yeah. It's like Cousin Faith off of Soul Food. Like, we love Cousin
Cousin
Faith,
Faith.
but she did something we wasn't really rocking with, but
It's
we love
Cousin
you from
Faith.
afar. It's Cousin Faith.
It's
And if you
Cousin
don't
Faith.
get that reference, you might be a little young.
So let's start. Give me a name from the list, and we're gonna figure out where they fit in first. So here's what I figured. We got to figure out where they fit in, and then we will start to remove stuff to help refine our 1 through 5. Does that make sense?
Okay. Let's just go for it.
Okay,
Let's do
so give me a name, and then let's see where they should rank, or what do you think?
it. Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Now this is where we got to get like we have to start getting like really petty with what we pick and choose, because Eddie is no doubt a legend. Period. We can't even argue that. That's
Facts.
it is just
Facts.
he's just that dude. But has he done a bunch of movies that that weren't always great? And then also Eddie Murphy, he's at that point now. He is someone that would motivate us to get up and go and see something. You know? So he's definitely gonna be a name that can put asses in seats. Okay. Let me just name some things, right? Like Norbit,
Okay. All right.
right?
All right.
Now, granted, there are a lot of people that love Norbit. Like people quote that movie all the
I
time.
was gonna say, you quoted Norbit a few weeks ago when you were talking about somebody from a show that we watched, but
I
it's
did.
fine.
I quoted Norbit.
You didn't quote it, but you mentioned a character from Norbit that made me
Oh,
laugh.
I mean, Eddie Murphy is Donkey.
He is Donkey. Absolutely. Also, the Clumps. That's not what it's called. What is it called? Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor.
But he also played all of the Clumps except the son. Like, that's iconic. Iconic.
Honestly, Eddie Murphy is one of those people where we could do a 1 through 5 with just Eddie Murphy characters.
Straight up.
You know what I
100%,
mean? Like
100%.
So
100%.
But the question is this.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eddie can also sing. Eddie
Party all the time. Let's go.
I think I think a lot of people sleep on Eddie Murphy's performance in Dreamgirls.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy do got soul.
He did that. He definitely did that.
A lot of people sleep on that
definitely
performance. That I think he was one of the better people in that.
I agree.
Um,
Absolutely.
But he's definitely going to be somewhere between a 4 and a 5. Okay. 5. Has Eddie Murphy ever made you do anything outside of laugh?
No.
Like, have you ever watched an Eddie Murphy movie? You know how in a comedy, even if it's a romantic comedy or whatever, that there's always a moment in the movie where it gets serious and they say, well, I've always loved you, whatever it is. And that's but has Eddie Murphy ever made you do anything outside of that particular emotion that you can immediately think of?
No.
What?
He has made me angry. Coming to America too.
Oh.
And the fact that you made me watch that, you made me watch it. You did this. So you made me mad and Eddie made me mad. So Eddie's a 4.
But I think we can agree that Eddie fits in the number 4. Give me another name. Who else is on the list?
All right. Let's do it. Kevin Hart.
I'm gonna let you take the lead on Kevin. I'm gonna let you take the lead on Kevin Hart. How does Kevin Hart, when you hear the name Kevin Hart, how do you feel?
When I hear the name Kevin Hart, I feel like I'm going to see a character that I have seen like 37 times. Not a bad character, not necessarily a good one, just one I've already seen. I think big budget when I see Kevin Hart, so I don't ever really feel like it's gonna be. I mean, Soul Plane, all that's behind us. As for now, I think big budget, mediocre storyline, performance that I've seen before.
Typecast.
Not bad, but not good. Yeah.
Typecast.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. Y'all probably, some people will hate me for this, but I'm one of those people that thinks Kevin Hart is corny. Is he funny? Is the question, because Kevin Hart is supposed to be it's not supposed to be.
Oh, the shade, baby, the shade.
Kevin Hart is a comedian.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And he's a big name. Yes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is he funny? Because if that's
stand up, yeah. I think his stand-up's funny.
You think his stand-up's funny?
I almost like beat on myself one time I saw him in live. It was funny.
Okay, so you say you almost beat on yourself when you saw him live. Was it because you were out with friends having a good time? And you know how, okay, it's like this. You ever you ever watch something that's okay, you ever watch a funny movie that is indeed funny to you, but you watch it alone so you don't actually laugh out loud? Have you ever done that?
Of course.
But when you are around other people, you share in a laugh.
Yes.
So do you think when you saw him live, it was the camaraderie or the gatheration?
Don't do this.
I'm serious. There's something to consider. Like, has he ever made you, the way you had a good time seeing him live and in person? Have you ever felt that same watching a special? No.
Okay, with other comedians, yes, but maybe not with Kevin Hart.
Right.
Maybe.
And
maybe
I mean, every time I think of Kevin Hart, all I hear in my head is, "So what? I'm short." Bitch,
oh my God, it's so.
That's all I ever. Bitch, I'm short.
Why is that so perfect? You practice that a lot.
Okay. I think stuff that I have disdain for, I'm able to imitate better this time.
It's the hatred coming out as creativity.
Can you name off, like, real fast, like a quick thing? Can you name 5 Kevin Hart movies?
Stop. Okay. Actually, okay. Let me do it. Let me try.
Go real fast.
Okay, no, not fast. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Soul Plane, Jumanji 2.
No. No.
That's 3.
See.
Wait, hold on. Wait, that movie he played with Bryan Cranston. He actually played a paraplegic. No, Bryan Cranston was a paraplegic. Okay. This is bad. Wait. What other movies was Kevin Hart in? Oh, Think Like a Man. 1 and 2. Boom. 5. Ooh.
For me,
mm-hmm.
I don't know where you would put him, but Kevin Hart's gonna be no more than a 2. For me.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with a 2. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna die on the hill of Kevin Hart.
Next person. Who's the next person?
Next person. Actually, we're gonna go with a woman.
Okay.
So you have not done that. Halle Berry.
Halle
Berry.
I'm gonna let you lead this one. What do you think?
Oh, Halle. All right, so I'm gonna say Halle Berry. All the things you said, yes. Oscar winner, yes. Love to see it. When I think Halle, and I might get hate for this, I don't necessarily think iconic Black movies. I just think iconic movies. Personally, that's me.
That's interesting.
That's me.
Interesting. Because
she won the Oscar for Monsters Ball. Not an iconic Black film, just an iconic, well, to some people, whatever, iconic film. Maybe not even iconic, I would say notable.
Yeah. And then that brings the question.
Mm-hmm.
So, every other year we get a for it could be a holiday movie or whatever. We always get like a random like Black ensemble film that will come out.
Mm-hmm.
Has Halle ever been a part of a Black ensemble cast?
Baps.
That's not what I mean.
Okay. Oh, wait. Was it Boomerang? Was she in Boomerang?
She was in Boomerang.
Boomerang. But that's not really an ensemble, to your point.
I mean like one of those movies like
The Best Man.
like
An
The
ensemble.
Best Man or Almost Christmas. Movies, you know what I mean?
I think and this is no shade to Halle, like I have no issue. We love Halle.
Yeah,
we love her some Halle.
Yeah.
But I think of her as almost like a little tokenism. And this is not on her. This is on them. There's a little tokenism there. And so because of that, you don't get the ensemble. You don't really get to see her collectively with other Black actors and other Black creators. You really don't see that. So that's why I think of her kind of, she's an iconic Black person, yes, but I don't see her in iconic Black roles, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Dorothy Dandridge was good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh my God.
But when she does do a role, she knocks it out the park.
She does the role. When she do the role, she do the role. Yes, absolutely.
And Halle has done roles that made me feel different emotions. I made me feel,
yes,
you know what I mean, like really involved. I would say I would consider, but it's just like when you go down the resume, it's like the lack of I don't know. We'll leave the resume out of it.
Halle is like a J-Lo to me. Like, you know how J-Lo is Puerto Rican and she wait, no, wait, oh my God, no, hear me, hear me, no, not the level of talent. That's not what I mean. No. What I mean, let me get it out. No, what I mean by this. Okay, you know how J-Lo is a Puerto Rican woman, but she will play characters that are essentially white women. She just happens to be a Puerto Rican actor.
Right.
I feel like the same can be said for a lot of Halle's roles. She is a Black actor, yes, but her roles are not necessarily Black women. Not all the time. I'm not saying every last one of them, but I'm just saying a lot of her larger, more well-known roles. It's not, she didn't get that role because she was playing a Black woman. She just happened to be Halle Berry, and they gave Halle Berry the role, if that makes sense. That's what I mean about the J-Lo thing. Everything else, y'all can scratch that. That's fine. That's what I meant.
If Eddie Murphy's a 4, so is Halle Berry.
I agree.
Because
I agree.
I don't know, those 5s are special. And if we're missing, and it could just be the times, it could just be how she had to come into the industry and all these stuff. But if we're missing like significant Black performances, then I'm gonna have to say a 4, but not for the lack of skill, because Halle gonna give it every time.
She got it. So no question.
That's a 4. All right, who else we got?
Halle's a 4. So who else we got? Let's go with somebody who I feel is a 5 out the gate. Viola Davis.
Okay.
Out the gate. 5.
This is true. We can't even argue that.
No.
Anytime that you cry and snot at the same time.
Baby, the bubble. It was like a bubble.
Viola's definitely a 5. And one thing I'm gonna ask people to do is to stop calling that woman the Black Meryl Streep.
Do they do that?
They do. They call her the Black Meryl Streep, which is a compliment.
Yeah,
it's a compliment in terms of how Meryl Streep and she are able to really get into their roles and give you what that is at the time, make you feel exactly what you're supposed to feel, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And they don't care. It's not about how they look. They're just gonna give you the performance. And people call her the Black Meryl Streep all the time, which again is a compliment. But let's just call her Viola Davis.
Let's call her Viola Davis.
I mean,
straight like that.
Without a doubt, Viola is a 5, and it's due to like the iconic like roles that she's done, but she's also unapologetically Black. even in her performances, she's very Black. And then also you get options out of Viola Davis. When I seen her do, did you ever get to see Suicide Squad when she was doing the
No, but I know the role you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like just seeing her in the role like that, I was like,
yeah,
I don't even like you. Yeah. But I love you, you know? So yeah, hands down, Viola is a 5. She deserves all the awards, all the things. And y'all better not say nothing bad about Viola Davis.
No.
It's one thing you can't say nothing. Who we got next?
Who we got next? Let's go with another person I think is a 5. Me personally, out the gate. Regardless of what the Oscars or the Academy got to say. Angela Bassett.
Angela, Eugenia, Wilma, Rhonda, Othea.
Not Othea, shut up.
Bassett. Okay.
Shut up.
Angela is
Othea.
Angela is all of the, and the reason I named all those names, those old Black woman names, is because Angela is Black women. Like,
yes. So that's what I was saying about, like, not to discredit Hallie, and I know we've moved on, but like that's what I mean. Like Angela's characters, they are Black characters, Black women. There's no question about that. They're not white characters that she just happens to play and she's Black. No. She's our auntie, she's our granny, she's our mom, she's our big sis, our cousin, like she the rich auntie, the broke, she's all that. All that.
And that's what I was saying about, like, someone being a 5, but also there being like some weird roles along the way, like Meet the Browns.
That's what I was talking about earlier when I said you have a great actor, a terrible movie.
You know, because everybody has those moments, right? But let's be fair, Angela still gave a great performance even in that, right?
100%, and still culturally relevant, regardless of what you and I think about it. Culturally relevant.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely a 5. So far, just to go back, so we have 5 are Angela and Viola so far. We have a 3. Do we have a 3?
No, we have a 4.
We have a 4, which is who is our 4?
Eddie Murphy.
And then who else? Do we have another 4?
No, we have a 2, which is Kevin. Oh, I'm sorry. We do have another 4, which is Halle Berry. Sorry.
Halle Berry. And then Kevin is our 2 for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Not for sure. All right, let's go over to the men. Let's mix it up a little bit. Will Smith.
Will Smith is nothing to like sneeze at, right? He's definitely a GOAT, but he's a 4. If Eddie Murphy's a 4, Will's a 4.
Agreed. No argument from me. I agree. I 100% agree. I want to move on to this next one because I just want because you always have a controversial opinion about this person. You always have unpopular opinions about this person. Denzel Washington. And don't act brand new because we're recording. Don't act brand new. Don't do it.
I love Denzel.
However,
there's no however. I love Denzel. There's a theory, and you can look this up. There's a theory that you could make a Denzel universe based on the fact that that Denzel more or less plays the same character all the time, but they change jobs.
I was waiting on you to say that.
They just change careers.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Argue with your mama. I don't know. I feel like you can be a coach and Remember the Titans, and that coach can exist in
Training Day.
Training Day is the one standout, but that's because he cussed so much.
Okay.
I love Training Day.
What?
Yeah. Training Day is Remember the Titans with
But cussing?
with cussing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
give me another Denzel movie.
Um,
What's the one he was
John
crying?
Q. John Q.
What's the one he was crying?
Wasn't that John Q?
No, nigga.
He was crying. Glory?
Glory.
not he was crying. I'm crying.
let me put it like this.
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine Hollywood without Denzel.
No way.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, no, there's no way. Like,
No,
not at all.
And honestly, what I'm saying about the characters is an ongoing joke that a lot of people feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's done all the things. Denzel has done Broadway. He's been an action star. He gives you drama, and everything that he does deliver on. You can't say that he doesn't. Some of the roles a lot of people may not like more than the other. I would say every award that he's gotten, he's earned. I would say Denzel is a 5.
I just wanted to add that Denzel's an OG sex symbol, so automatic 5.
What's that have to do with anything?
All right, moving on to someone who other people may think.
Wait, we did we say what? Oh yeah, we said a 5.
5.
Okay.
5 straight up. All right. Someone else that people may think is a sex symbol. Samuel Jackson.
Sexual chocolate. For me, to know me, to know my personality, to know what I like. For me, Samuel's a 5. You might disagree.
Really? Wait, I was not expecting this.
For me, Samuel's a 5 because
let's get into it.
I just love some other Samuel L.
Why? Because he loud?
He's me.
And that's why I said that.
He is me. Every movie that he's done a role in is I'm always like, oh, I wish I could have been doing that role. Like
in Black Snake Moan.
I would have did that. I would have done the hell out of that role.
Wait a minute. You would have played his character in Django?
Yes. Yes.
Not yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Because sometimes I do be wanting to snitch on y'all.
Okay, you know what? You know what? That says a lot about you. Okay.
Sometimes y'all do stuff and I'm like, I'm telling.
Don't be the Uncle Tom. Well, okay. So I don't know if this statistic still remains, but at one point he was the actor who was in the most highest grossing films of all time. I don't know if that still remains, but how dope is that? Just like that's wild to think about. That's so dope. So definitely iconic. Iconic look, iconic voice, iconic characters that are black as hell, like unmistakably black characters.
If Samuel Jackson's playing a character,
it's a black ass character. Ain't no question about that. Like, so we love to see it. But I'm gonna go back to some of your earlier points. I don't think Samuel has made me emote in different ways or pulled out different emotions in me. Not a bad thing, but he just really hasn't. I can't think of any. Okay, but has he made you weep though?
I'm gonna lie and say yes. Because I love Samuel Jackson.
I love that you love him. I did not know that. I love this.
Okay, I can't think. I'm sure he has. Yeah. You know what? If he made me weep or shed a tear, it was during Snakes on a Plane, for sure.
He's a 4. Next, moving on. Moving on. Next. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Moving on to a queen. Khadijah James. No, Queen Latifah.
I love Queen Latifah so much.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell y'all real quick, and then we're gonna rate. But when I was a teenager,
When you were a boy, a young boy.
just about 3 years ago, I I had all the magazine cutouts.
Mm-hmm.
I had a wall of
You just dated yourself. You said magazines, but go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I had cut out different pictures in the magazine. So I had a wall, the room has 4 walls. I had a wall that was everybody I just admired in general that I looked up to, period. I had another wall
Mm-hmm.
that was
Mm-hmm.
now we don't have to go
Mm-hmm.
into this, but these 2 walls, it's interesting because
Choose your words.
I ain't even gonna explain what the irony or the joke is in this. But on this wall, I had Queen Latifah, everything Queen Latifah, right? She had her own wall. But on this wall, I also had a wall that was dedicated to only one person, and that was Raven Simone.
Oh, you do love
You do
Raven.
what you want with that.
You do love Raven. You got to type, but go ahead. You got to type. You. I'm gonna let you have your moment, but let's be clear.
But looking back on it, I was like, wow.
Same.
I knew in my 13, 14-year-old, 15-year-old heart that I was going to marry one of them.
Oh.
And they were not going to marry them.
No.
They weren't even looking at me.
No. No. Poor little stink.
I think I always like strong women. Let me put it that way. But
It's true. It's true.
Okay, I'll take over from there for a second.
Yes, you simmer. You cool yourself down.
Where do you see her being
Yes.
placed? Because she does all the things.
She does all the things. She is iconic. Kind of like how you said with Denzel, I don't see Hollywood or entertainment without her. Like it doesn't exist without her. She does it all. She has had the longevity. She's been around since we were children. Like she's it. She's beautiful. She can play. She has range. She's played so many kinds of characters. Her characters are always Black. I never feel like this a white woman role and she's just playing it. Oh, no, baby. Hair be laid. Never seen her with her hair not laid.
This is true.
Laid. You hear me? Body positivity, always been like representing for different types of women. I love it. Living single, dog. Like iconic. Like that's one of my sleep shows. Like that's one of my shows that I put on when I need to go to bed to like soothe me. It's like my bedtime. Yes. Living single is my bedtime story. When, I don't know if you remember this, but maybe 2-3 years ago, they did a live action version of The Little Mermaid and Queen Latifah played Ursula.
On stage. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember everybody being so excited just to see it because it's like a fun thing to watch or whatever. You could watch it at home. But also when Queen Latifah hit that stage as Ursula, and then they announced that Disney was going to do the live action film version, and they didn't put Queen Latifah in the Ursula role.
Yeah.
People were pissed, self-included.
Because honestly, Queen Latifah would have just showed up and be like, okay, I got it. It's done.
Yeah. And I feel like yes, Halle Yes, Halle Bailey. Yes, we love her down. We're here for that, her being Ariel. But I really think if they had put Queen Latifah in that role of Ursula, blockbuster. I mean, it's going to be a blockbuster, but I think that would have been her blockbuster, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah. And then I think that, there's the coveted EGOTs, right? I think the only reason Queen Latifah isn't an EGOT is by her own choice. What is it? What is EGOT? Emmy.
Maybe
She's got
an
an
Emmy.
They give those out, so she's got an Emmy. And then a Tony. She could go and get a Tony tomorrow if she wanted.
Literally tomorrow if she wanted to.
Yeah.
And she probably she might just be like, listen, I'm cooking right now. I'm still doing my thing. I'm still marinating. But once I feel like I want to go out, maybe she's like living her personal life or family life. Maybe she's like, listen, in a few years, I'll go out and get my Tony.
When you consider the fives that we have, does Queen Latifah stack up?
Queen Latifah's a 4. A solid 4.
But is she?
Yes, she's the female equivalent to Will Smith.
What would not make Queen Latifah a 5? I mean, maybe I'm just seeing it from my 15-year-old heart.
I think it's the rose-colored glasses. Yes, I think it's the roles. I think it's the roles. Like, not saying she's had bad roles. I'm not saying that, but I think when you compare them to Angela Bassett's roles and Viola Davis's roles and Denzel, like,
could because Angela Bassett did Tina Turner, and Queen Latifah did Bessie Smith, and could you swap them and still it would be a good movie? I think so.
Queen Latifah couldn't play Tina Turner.
I mean,
that's not me shading her.
I'm just talking about in terms of skill set and ability.
Because we're talking,
because I'm just
Tina Turner was more of a physical role. Like, it was a physical role.
I'm naming like some iconic roles and seeing if you can comfortably see her. And then who was the other 5 we had?
Denzel.
Is Queen Latifah as good an Equalizer as Denzel was in Equalizer the movie?
And could Queen Latifah play? Could she have been in Training
Queen
Day?
Latifah would have killed Training Day.
She would have killed Training. She would have been Cleo.
I'm gonna say Queen Latifah is a 4 or a 5, but I'm gonna let you choose it.
I'm gonna go 4 for Queen. She's still a queen. She's still a queen.
And then who we got left? Who else?
We got 2 more left. 2 more ladies left. 2 more ladies.
Okay.
Left. All right. So we're talking about an iconic queen. This person has played an iconic character. Stacey Dash. Now, you want to talk about your teenage young self. Let's talk about my young self. Let's talk about little young Tiera from a few decades back. Clueless was iconic. Is it life-changing? No, not at all. But to girls that grew up in that era, that movie, which became a series, a sitcom, was iconic.
Did I miss that?
Dion, the character Dion, who Stacey Dash played, was iconic. Do you hear me? Because she was like a Black Barbie. Because Cher, who was the main character of the movie and the show was about her, but Dion was like a Black Barbie. That was her bestie. She had beautiful clothes. She was gorgeous. She had this cool New York accent, but she lived in LA. She had this cute boyfriend. Like, her character, iconic. Iconic.
Okay.
Now, we don't know Stacey Dash from nothing else but that.
She's been in other stuff after that, but nothing notable. And she just found out that DMX passed away like back in November. She also was heavily featured on like Fox News, like doing commentary and
She
speaking for
was.
all of us.
And of all people for them to hire, like what made y'all be like, well, I know what made them, but who?
But she had the one iconic role that was a cult classic.
Facts. That's
And,
the word, cult
and it's
classic.
unfortunate because she's so pretty.
Gorgeous. You hear me?
She I think she had, I don't know what happened. But we the people do not like Stacey Dash.
We don't. We don't.
Um
We don't.
the reason her name even made the list was because I was thinking of people who had iconic roles and who we knew as a people, but somebody had to be number one. And based on this list, that's where I'm putting her every time. But somebody got to be the one. Now, Stacey, we love you.
We appreciate you. I appreciate your iconic role. I do. Little 10-year-old Tiera appreciates that. Thank you. Just want to say.
But what have you done for me lately?
Ooh, yeah.
Stacey, I'm sorry, baby, but not a blockbuster. Not gonna put asses in seats. Not gonna make you feel any other emotion. But has an iconic role under her belt, which you and I don't.
That's a fact. Well, damn, that's humbling. Humble me. Shut me up.
Who do we have left?
The mother of Black Hollywood, Mother Jennifer Lewis. Ooh, pause. If we had done Loretta Devine, that would have been a good debate. But carry on, Jennifer Lewis.
If Jennifer Lewis is the mother of Black Hollywood, Loretta Devine is the aunt of Black Hollywood.
Yes,
right,
yes, yeah. But she coined that. She coined that.
She did. Okay, Jennifer Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say nothing bad about Jennifer Lewis. I love me some Jennifer. If it's one person I would on this list that I would definitely want to like hang around or be around or just sit in the room and experience, is Jennifer Lewis. Yep. I would say this. Jennifer Lewis definitely is consistently herself.
Yes.
The roles that she's played have been.
Talk about it.
If I was making a show or a movie, and I said, "Oh, I'm writing this role or whatever," and I want Jennifer Lewis to come and play it, I probably on paper, before I started writing the role, already thought of her. There's no way I thought, "Oh, I'm gonna write this role for so and so," and then have Jennifer Lewis come and play it. Because Jennifer Lewis is gonna come and do Jennifer Lewis.
Correct.
On that role. So for that, I mean, she's iconic, and then she's hilarious. She sings. She's done all the things in her field. She's definitely a legend amongst us, we the people. And
has she made you emote? Has she made you cry?
No. But she's also, it's because I don't look for her to make me cry. When I go to see Jennifer, I'll go to laugh and have a good time. Truly, I mean
that could be said for Kevin Hart, could it?
Yeah, but everybody loves Jennifer Lewis.
Okay, all right.
Everybody loves Jennifer Lewis.
Does Jennifer Lewis have blockbusters?
She's been involved in some.
That is not the question.
But she's more of a constant and a positive constant for Black media than the 2 and the 1 on our list. Let me say this about the 2 and the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of figure out. I think I'm gonna put Jennifer somewhere at a 3 or a 4. And that the reason for that is you can't go wrong with Jennifer, but you're not gonna get all of the you're not gonna get the levels out of it. But
Yes.
I've never seen Jennifer come on screen and be not entertained and wanted to turn it off, or you know. And for other
It's
people
true.
on the list, I have. So
She's the mother of Black Hollywood for a reason, right? Like, let's call a thing a thing. Yes, that's her tag, and we love to see it. And I'm not mad at it because that's how you collect a check. But I don't know. I think that she has range, but I do think that she's typecast. I think she has range because, like, she's done Broadway.
yeah,
She sings, she dances, she has done, like, she acts, she's done movies, she's done television. So yes, in that way, but like, she's typecast.
yeah. And she's been on camera with the best of them.
The best of them, iconic. Whitney Houston,
Yeah,
like, come on.
and many of our most influential movies that we have enjoyed over the years and shows, she's a part of it.
X.
Like you said, you love Living Single. She was there. She's kind of throughout this
Yeah.
whole
I'm gonna go 3 for her. She's more of a supporting character. She always plays a supporting role. She's never really in the starring role. So I'm gonna go 3 for her, but we love her. That's not shade.
yeah,
We
yeah.
love Jennifer Lewis. I love her. I loved her
Because you
book.
can
I love
rely on Jennifer to bring Jennifer to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now comes the fun part as we wrap this up here is we gotta remove some of these people. Again, this is a 1 through 5 list, and we have several 5s, several 4s, but I think we got our 1, 2, and 3, right?